welcome everyone. This is Pirate Deref with an episode of Dungeon Siege 2 Half Giants only, but this time we are on veteran difficulty. Uh in the last season, we fully beat Dungeon Siege 1 and Broken World, not Dungeon Siege 1, Dungeon Siege 2 and Broken World on the mercenary difficulty with Thunder and our half giant crew and Flare. And many of you wanted to see the half giants on the veteran difficulty, which is the next difficulty up, because we can't do the next difficulty on up until we beat the base the difficulty before. So, because we've already seen the story for these guys already, we are going to just skip through a lot of the dialogue this time around. So we can get just
What do you
more
want?
into the action of things.
What? Warden, you would hush.
And we can now
Everyone
actually
else
skip
seems to
cutscenes too.
trust our
Let's just
He's
ignore
good.
all this, blah blah blah. Thank you for letting me out. So with the next difficulty up, we still, as you can see, keep all of our gear. We still have all our money and our levels. So we are now going to go do more of the quests. We still have the restrictions of we can't go to the pet shop right away.
You must be one of Celia's. You wear the ring of
Yeah,
Sep-
we
It
also
isn't
don't
you.
really
You
need to do
fighting
any
with
of
armor
these
faster than we can craft it.
quests.
Duma and Sem, there is a tome. Take the lip.
We will do this one just because it is loot, but pretty much we are not really going to do
Have you discovered
any
the
of
steps
the
for crafting
quests
that armor?
besides the
Duma's been
ones that
giving me
gives
looks.
us skill
I'm
points.
afraid she has realized that is good news indeed. That rings true. My
Because
thing.
she still drops the same old Dryad armor that's weak. So we only care about the
you're
ones
right.
that actually gives us better loot. So that's actually way better than what we have. It's 70,000 gold, but that's a-okay. Okay, that's 82 armor and plus 30 strength. I think we will take that. We do need to get him the better gear. The Glitter Delve gloves are gonna probably be the best option for a while. Let's sell this stuff. We probably will find we'll find a lot of better stuff now
Yes?
that we are in the next difficulty. See, we've already found something that is going to do way more damage than what we have right now by a large margin. As is, we are also at that point where we might be just having to move on from the Glitter Delve set. There's a 17-point difference to the max damage, but the armor does go down, so we're actually not gonna pick that one up. But we will check out
What are you doing
rings. Let's see. We do want that. That's not that helpful. That's plus 25 to strength. That would be really good if it wasn't for the fact that we do have the Jewels of the Nexus. We might actually just be stuck on the Jewels of the Nexus for a while. Now that I'm thinking about it. Any better rings? That would be a good thing to check. No, I don't see any better rings than what we have. Now, don't get me wrong. This is a really good enemy. that we are most definitely putting on Sartan. Okay. So I think that's all we can do for here for now. So you probably think, oh, you can just recruit Lofar
I
again.
didn't expect to see you here. If you're leaving town
But-
soon, I'll lend you my sword arm.
Actually,
So,
don't
rumors have
think that would be a good idea. Because if I remember correctly, he will replace our other Lofar. I'll just
Changed your
show
mind?
it. Yep. See, actually, correction, doesn't even let you. So you can only have one instance of them at a time. So we can get another Lofar. That's fine by me. We are going to go to the inn, not for the quest over there, but for the to increase our party size. As I was talking about it in the last season, and I think what we'll do is
The battle has brought.
we will get the Lap Dragon. Don't want that. We want to
The battle has.
increase our
The
party
Warriors
size.
Guild Pact
Yes.
states that.
Here you go, have 10,000
Congratulations.
gold.
You may now have up to 5
We will pick up the Lap Dragon later, I want to say. We can pick it up now. We will do the Spirits of Arana quest because it just gives us a lot of loot and a lot of money. So we'll do that. But we are level 51. So I don't think we need to worry about too much. Do you have a prismatic bauble by chance, or no? You do not. Okay.
You are clear to leave.
Thank you. I know I'm clearly. I've
You
always
fought
been
with
clear.
Morden. Are they powerful?
Yeah, they are.
They're a blight. The
How
one
about- what am I doing? We're gonna skip for all this dialogue. Oh,
There you are.
don't care. I think with the higher. No, he's still getting smalls. Okay, that's fine. Well, now that we are on a higher difficulty, the Haku are actually gonna be good again to fight. We're gonna go on Rampage against them because they still have a low amount of HP. So I don't see any point in having to do Mirror. In fact, let's put these on. And let's go Rampage again. We're still gonna probably deal with the Sanctuary just because I think they do, if I remember correctly, they do level up with us. Yes, they do. So we need a lot more. So they're gonna give us. Let's see, is this pretty decent? I would like to say, but we do have better stuff. And I forgot to buy potions for Sartan. Lofar, you are at 37 Nature Mage, so we can't actually go into there. We're not gonna bother picking up any of the lecterns because we don't need to. If I remember correctly, we do keep all of our chants from the previous stuff. They're just grayed out, showing that we didn't pick them up in this difficulty. So we still have our Chant of the Dead. Which means we can actually talk to the spirits out of order. Now, unfortunately, the enemies do start at level 48. which is kind of sucks. But we will quickly go through this. We're not like going to farm this area for levels. So we'll quickly go through this and you will see that they will catch up in levels pretty quickly versus in Broken World where they just stayed blue the entire time for fighting them. And that is probably because normally what I do for every run in Broken World is I would ignore blue enemies until I found yellow enemies. That was the normal thing I would do. And because of that, I was properly on a level instead of being over level. But I decided not to do that in this route, this run, and I feel like I am going to regret that. So we're going to try to breeze through a lot of these enemies. I am going to go backwards to go and collect that spirit because spirits are actually going to be really good this time around. They'll give us a lot more money. And on top of that, we will be getting better loot from them. As you can see, the shamans have way more HP than before. Like a drastic amount more HP. They have 5,000 HP versus the Haku slashers, I think they're called, or whatever. Those guys have like 900 HP, while the range ones have 15 or 1600. We already got a ring. Nice. Oh wait, it's a Spirit of Unrest ring. Not nice. So we are, yeah, like I said, we're just gonna be breezing through this. And actually, I was right. They have 1600, while the mages have like a goated amount. Like it's ridiculous how much more HP they have. We are saying that the gold isn't like flowing in like drastically for the earlier on, just like before. We're still need to get one more prismatic bauble. Easy fight. Alright, let's grab that. Oh, they're called Skinners. Oh, okay. Not these. Okay. As you can see, we still breeze through thousands of HP easily. The mages are a bit harder because they have that 5,000 versus only 16. Excuse me. There was a thing over here? I never knew about this this thing here. Huh. Oh, we learn new things every time. Cool. I never knew about this chest. Thank you, Flare, for showing me a new chest location to check. Morden, they're gonna be easy to kill. They're not doing too much damage.
We're free! Celia, What is I can't. Don't be too harsh, Celia. Too. I have. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
some
yeah,
the
yeah.
more it's burned out here and he, so it's
Screw
good
off,
luck. See?
Celia. We don't even care for picking up any of that. It's literally not even worth picking up for money. It is literally chump change to what we can get from other stuff. Like, I think with just that, we picked up more money than what that would have been selling for. This boar beast is still gonna run from us. See if we can kill him before he dies. Okay, we're gonna go on rampage. We're not gonna bother with the hidden item over here. Well, the set item over here. It does not level up, so it's still gonna be that crappy stuff from the base game. So actually, it could give us gold. There's a chance for that. Also gives us a cleaver shield. And we're gonna ignore picking up that. The gloves themselves, because they are really, really weak. They're not worth our time. Okay, that shit is horrible. Again, we won't be doing any cheating exploits. I don't think we're gonna need to do anything like that at all for this time around, for even using the Dr. Life for that one area. Actually, we might have to, because instead of them being 40s, I think they're gonna be like 60s or 80s. I think 40 or 80s. I think. I do know on the last difficulty they aren't too bad. Yeah, that Alacrity is putting in work. I do know that we do want to go for this one. Because this actually... Oh, there's some Thrax over here. And hey, we found our first rare... Well, not first rare. Never rare. Where's the chest? Right there. Meh. We're not filling, if you've noticed, we're not filling too much up on loot like we used to, but that's because of how the game works for this. We're gonna actually ignore the Morden real quick. We'll come back around to deal with them. For now, we are going to deal with the Haku up here. Because again, there is a bunch of loot that we can get from them, and there is the possibility of getting set items and uniques because of Lofar with his ridiculous magic item find. It's not fully ridiculous, yes, yes. But it can become a lot more than what it is right now. And by a lot more, I mean a lot more. 5,000 HP. Really takes a while to go down, but that's fine. There's the drummer. So with the Haku, you want to build the drummers and the mages. And we got a set item. Beautiful. And, oh, it's Lower Falls. We do not care about Lower Falls stuff. To be honest, we didn't care about it in the last one too much because we never really get a full set ever. Like, it is ridiculous how hard it is to get a full set. before it's no longer usable. So we're just breezing through right now, and we'll probably breeze through a lot of the beginning stuff that we took us a lot longer before. So we'll probably get up to the point where we are past the Elven Shrine today. That's what I want to say. What happened there? So I accidentally pressed the Windows button. Instead of Z. So you got to see my background a little bit and some of the games I have. That's fine.
You? A shame.
No.
Oh, who's
My name's none of your concern. Just die. Or actually, I think we can just go on Rampage here. You know they have like 2018. It doesn't. It's not that. You know, actually. Where did you show up from? Where did that shaman come from?
You don't seem to like the more.
I don't like the Morden at all. I've never liked it. When we get up to the veteran difficulty broken world, we're still gonna do we're not gonna do Ressa's quest, but we will do Yoren's quest. I think that it's just a chance of what Glitter Delve stuff that you get from him. It still goes down pretty quick. Well, not too quickly, but it still goes down. Alright, so that means there's no elite stuff here, so we're just gonna go rampaging. And if you're wondering, my background, yes, is Android 21 in her Majin Buu form. Because Android 21 is one of my favorite DB Dragon Ball characters. Which, I might do a Xenoverse playthrough, or the...
If we just killed the Morden guards, we could leave the tower standing.
No, sorry. The one... Well, we could also play the one that has Android 21. I'm not the Dragon Ball FighterZ, I think it was.
I would have died by nightfall had you not arrived.
Don't care. This one part I don't like about this is that we still have to use those gate fragments. Those cage fragments suck, for damage-wise. They sucked before, and they still suck now. But yeah, we will do a Dragon Ball Fighters run one of these days. I've actually never really played it. I have watched a playthrough of it, and so I know a bit about it.
You fight.
level 52, these guys are really going to be big of a problem. I think we're probably might run into the problem where we'll stay over level, maybe. The only way I can think of not be staying over level is to skip fights. But skipping fights means less loot. What do you guys think? Should I start skipping fights to get everybody, the enemies, back up to level? Or do you think I should just leave it as is? War beast that's so low beast. What have y'all been doing? I mean, there's a war beast. They probably were trying to eat it. These guys have even less HP. If I saw that correctly, I just saw 608 only? That's pretty low. So the Haku quest we will be doing again because it gives us a skill point. We will do the arena. We will do Aranth the Mad. We will do the Spirit's Haunt. I think that's about it. Arena gives us 2. Aranth gives us 1 or 2. The Spirit's Haunt gives us 1. The Haku gives us 1. I think that's all of them that do 1. That gives us 1 skill point or more. So we'll just do those, and then the Spirits of Arana will do just because it gives us loot. Oh yeah, their damage is actually a lot more than I was expecting. That, huh? Then I guess just in the, well, then again, there's not many mages here, so that's probably why damage isn't significant right now. Because I do know in the Broken World they love throwing mages at you. Come on, Flare. Thank you, Flare. Blow up. Oh, that's a lot of you guys. Okay. Yeah, they're not doing too much damage to us, these guys. So that's because A, they're not mages, so they're not gonna do a lot. I don't think the mages will do much damage because if I remember correctly, in Broken World, the damage is bloated to give you more of a challenge, which we definitely had a challenge with Broken World. We literally nearly died several times. Yeah, we don't really have much of a challenge because their damage isn't bloated. Which means that the first mimic might be the first challenge we have. We should definitely go back to go get the incantation shrine to go grab this spirit early. So we can now actually grab all the spirits of Arana as we go. I'm actually tempted to... I'm tempted to skip a lot of these enemies because they're not providing much of a challenge at all. If it wasn't for the fact that we do want to constantly grab loot and get money. Alright. Took a little quick second to actually remove the Windows button from my keyboard. Sorry, I don't actually press it again. Oh, heavy-edged axe. That I do know is this one. Okay, so this actually will easily replace our Glitter Delve hammer. It does a lot more damage, and it does give us +2 to some skills that we really care about. I found this before, and it worked really well. So here we go again with it. We'll keep the Glitter Delve hammer though. I know I don't really want to keep any like stuff for trophies and whatnot, but we will keep that one for trophies. And that's actually 65 defense. We'll keep that for Lofar for when he's actually able to use it. We might find actually something better. Yeah, we'll find something better. But the Vigilant Scent, we're not even going to bother picking up because it's not worth the money at all. It's not worth us picking it up, and it's not that great. But now we have Lofar with the Thunderstorm stuff, I think it's called. The Axe of the Furious Tempest set. Alright, that one will actually be really good later on. I actually have never found anything besides the axe for that set, ever. So I'm hoping that we do find more of it, because I actually don't know how good that whole set is. Here we go, we have a bunch of enemies. Here's our AoEs. We'd easily destroy them. I'm going to let them take care of that. I will take care of War Beast. Go. Some Tarax. Tarax have 3,000 HP. That's not that bad. These bolts, if I remember, these bolts have like 10,000 HP. On Veteran. Which is a lot. Not gonna lie. That is a lot of HP from the word Alright, we finally found our first yellow, and it is a wooden captain. But it doesn't last long because, again, we have stuns for days. See, this is what I meant by stunning enemies will probably make this a lot easier and go by a lot quicker. And with two people maxed out smite, it actually goes by a lot smoother for taking care of enemies. We are actually going to skip all the guys over there. We do not care about getting that extra EXP from them. That's what we'll just do. We'll skip out on the, we'll skip out on more of the extra areas that we could do. This does get 42, but the drop in damage is significant, so we're not gonna bother with it. We'll go this way. We will ignore that little extra area. I was about to say, unless the enemies come towards me, but they are not, which is good. So we'll ignore that. We are going to go here. Rampage. Morden. They don't at all. Oh, they did pretty fitting amount of damage, but we can recover it pretty easily. Let's get the Haku going. Don't care about seeing the cutscenes anymore. There is the barrels over here that will get flare to break for us. Some extra easy money. We are only at 630,000. That's all right. Now we'll see what level. Yes, there we go. That's the level I was expecting. Level 50s. Hell yeah. Give me a real challenge, boys. Right, we won't be seeing much of a challenge from Haku, even if they're yellow. That kind of sucks. Wrong button. There we go. Alright. Well, that gives us some hope with the Gorgax and the Raptors. Now, I know we're gonna probably level up before we get up to the next set of Haku. Actually, yeah, we're really close to getting to them anyways. We still dealing with level 48 enemies. But we are about to see a big jump in levels to, well, not too big of a jump. 48 to 50 is up a really good amount. So let's try to catch up to that. And there we go. So there's some more harder enemies. Margot. Which don't lie. Okay. I'm seeing a trend. We pretty much cover our bases a bit too well with dealing with enemies. And because we have that life steal going on, it's just making this a bit too easy. We might just turn off the life steal weapon. We'll take off the life embrace until we find something that actually requires us to use life embrace. There is a strong thug over here. That's an elite. He has 11,000 God. And there's some Gorgash. They're level 50. But they don't have... They have 1,000 HP. What? Hold up. Hold up. The level 50 Gorgax have less HP than the freaking level 48 Haku mages. I'm disappointed. Not gonna lie. I was expecting more of a challenge from them. But they have less HP than a shaman. Shamans, they're supposed to be squishies. And the raptors aren't any better. You just have too much damage on them. Too much damage on them. Oh, I mean, it means we're gonna probably breeze way past my target location I was going to go to. Because we are already at the 4th tower and we're only 41 minutes in. Over here. I mean, at least the elites have a good amount of HP. This is just sad. I'm expecting a bit more out of y'all. Oh, that's what I get for setting my expectations too high. They couldn't meet it. What a shame. Please do that. Do this. Set it on fire. We can add just the last one so we no longer have to use them. These to Sartan. How full are you, Flare? Only halfway. And we are already this far. Let's continue forward. We're not gonna go back to town just. Alright, so we are going to put more points into Alacrity. For you, we are not going to put a point into that. We are going to put it into Tremor. And then we'll put a point into Chant of Stone. Actually, we need to get 6 points into Chant of Stone. Correction. And then we can put into Soul of Protection 4 of them to get the Strength of the Mountain. We will... I don't think we need this too much. Yeah, so we'll get this branch, get up to this, and then we'll get the Tremor up. So that way he can deal more damage with Tremor. We are going to go this way a little bit, just to get the chest and the loot. Yeah, no, now the level 50s are blue. That's not what we like to see. I was really hoping they would stay a little bit longer, but with one level up, so for Sartan, he is now putting points into Alacrity. He's a bit behind, but that's fine because we did get him later on before we started already grabbing a bunch of the extra skill points. I don't know why I went for those. Let's just pick that. Alright, we have here. Ah! Oh yeah, we have these here. the vigilant stuff is not even worth selling at this point, because we're going to be having stuff like literally this is 70,000 it was, and now we go up to 382 damage, and now we can sell this. Alright, we voxed up, and now let's go talk to the spirit. This is why we also came this way, is to talk to the spirit. There was also a bunch of barrels and whatnot that we could break. What was that? Giant Forge. Wasn't even good, Giant Forge. Alright, let's go back to town, talk to Celia, talk to Tar. I do believe we can recruit the Tar and then take her stuff. I do know I plan to do that, but not with Sartan, because we can't do that with Sartan. We have to, for the melee fighter, we have to do it to Eva, recruit her, and take her stuff. Oh, I could have done that. Actually, I don't think we actually need to worry about money as much. Yeah, we don't. I don't think we're gonna need to worry about money. All right. Give that to her. You grab that. Sell that. That requires ball wheeling. Yeah. So we don't really have much to get from her. I'm excited that we finally were able to start making that, and then here we are already selling those swords. Well, they did help us a little bit. You have this. So now he is officially at 500 armor. Oh. And then we found this, so this is still going to be better. But for now, we might as well use it. It does drop his damage. One more tank. I think we'll keep this on for now. But this also does the... You know what? More tank. Why not? Anything for you. 32 defense, but nothing else. Yeah, there's not much to actually get from the stores, I do believe. Besides the better weapons. We're kind of hitting that point where finding better stuff at the store is becoming too difficult. Okay, wait, hold up. That gives us dual wielding and alacrity. Plus 2 alacrity. Oh, does that boost? It does boost our damage by a little bit. You know, if we find another ring, I'm going to just go back to it. But sure, why not? For now, we'll use that one. It does drastically boost our damage. Let's see. We will sell the Frostheim stuff. And the Serranus, since we have way better stuff. And the helmet. We're still waiting on one more prismatic bauble for that. We can sell this. I'm pretty sure we will find a better shield, so no point in doing this anymore. And we won't be using that. We'll keep that. We will keep this. Oh, right. There we go. We have the stone. I'm pretty confident that we will get another one of those from the
You want to pick through this?
mysterious creature and the next, well, and the veteran broken world for our hell difficulty. Well, not hell difficulty. It's elite. There we go. That's what it's called. Elite.
You're not dead. I know.
Blah blah blah
Even
blah
this
blah. Celia,
work
just let me
is
out.
Very well. Go to and you will
Set
not
me
watch
free.
The take the
I don't think we're going to level up. And the Haku, not Haku, and the Elven Shrine. I don't think we're going to level up. So with that knowledge, we can know for a fact that we are going to start seeing a lot more yellow enemies. So we will be on par level, kind of. I swear, Lofar, if you do that again, I am going to leave you to die. Even though it's going to probably be incredibly difficult to kill you, but we're going to ignore that. Alright, we will go over here to grab the quest, and then we will head over to the pet shop to check to see if they do have the Lock Dragon. I'm not exactly sure. I normally go back down into the normal difficult, mercenary difficulty to go and pick up the Lock
my
Dragon
thanks.
if I want to.
Tansy has told me
Alright,
it's time to die. Wait,
blah, blah,
Tansy.
blah, blah. Thank you. Pick up all the loot. We are actually down at 540,000. We are actually losing money. Huh.
I hear that I am to what a cute like are you the any what this they it is met I will trap take
We'll take this. We will take the gold. We will not bother with the hero ring and the hero.
I'll go with you to the shrine, though you don't appear that.
Because they don't really do much at all. We won't be doing that. Let's check the pet shop. If we can't find it at the pet shop, I will just go down a difficulty, go and pick it up.
I will sell you a
And they don't have it. Okay, so we will go down a difficulty to go and pick up the Lap Dragon. Because if not, it will be literally once we hit Calrafia. So we are actually done picking up all the quests that we want, so let's go and do that. So we will save game, we will exit. We'll go and pick up the Lap Dragon. Mercenary. Because the Lap Dragon will be our next friend for this run. Because we are mainly only really using half giants, and we really do have our flare, but I do know later on with these mages and whatnot, it's gonna probably get a bit annoying. Let's pick up Lap Dragon. Fine. We will name you Drago. So Drago here has the spell that gives us immunity to curses anyways. They don't actually cast it, I think, like ever. I think. Hold up. Take off Spirit Embrace. Remove it. Nah, I will just auto cast it. Okay. But we do want our Spirit Embrace. Oh, that's actually a lot faster at casting Dragon Scales than I thought. But if I remember correctly, the Dragon Scales gets better and better. And the Emanation boosts all of our stats, which will be really good. It is a mage type, if I remember correctly. Yes, it's a nature mage. So we are going to go and feed it some magic items. Stuff for mages. We will actually go to the shop over here to do it because it'll be cheaper down here than it will be up there in the upper difficulties, if I remember.
Sad tidings
correctly.
about it.
So, actually, no. We will go for
Freedom,
you
son.
to do damage. Here. It's gonna be expensive. Okay. You know, yeah, it's be too expensive to do it that way. So we'll actually go and just feed it any of the mage stuff that we find along the way. Might as well do that. Make it a bit easier. Alright, we are on veteran, so let's continue forward. We do go back all the way over here. Okay, so I'm gonna send it back to him and get rid of that Dragon Scales. For now. We will hold on to some more of our mage stuff for later and then get it. Pretty much the Dragon Scales is going to be acting like the Life Embrace. Not Life Embrace, the Spirit Embrace. Which will mean that we don't really need to have as many embraces on Lothar. But I do believe, if I remember correctly, that I want to say the Dragon Scales will get better than it later down the line. So we'll go back to the end, we'll re-get our Lap Dragon, and then we'll move forward. The last pet I will ever pick up for this, I will do it on the highest difficulty, will be the...
Sorry, no beds for play.
The Ice Elemental. Now, the reason for that... He's very quick on putting on that Dragon Scales. There we go. Spirit Embrace. Jeez. That Dragon Scales does come out a lot faster. If I remember correctly, his damage isn't going to be too much for right now, which is good. Let's go do the Elven Shrine. We will then, after that, get a little bit of a ways to the east through the Southern Greenland Jungle. Actually, we probably will blast through it. Oh, You know, I just realized we probably were going to need mana potions finally. Oops. Now we are going to need to start picking up mana potions. Oops. Oh. We picked up a mana potion. Okay, don't chase after me. Let's actually go back to town to go buy the mana potion for Mr. Drago. It's a bit of an oopsie on my part. Well, Mr. Drago, you can carry
By
all
my
your
mother's
own mana potions. I think that should be good enough. Sell this, give him back some more health potions. Alright, we should actually put those away. Keep the hammer. We will keep the. We'll actually put the book. Oh, actually, he's actually pretty. He's actually leveling up pretty quickly. Okay, we'll leave him alone. Maybe you'll be able to use that book very soon. Oh, I forgot to go and check the ingredient shop for prismatic goblin. That's fine. We will go check it after we're done with the Elven Shrine. I do believe that more beast is going to chase after us, but we won't care.
Well,
as we
strange.
are
What?
going through. Oh, that's a warlock robe. That's going to be fed to Mr. Drago. Mr. Drago is not the target for you guys to be killed. Drago attacking. Oh, it's on the Archmage's. Oh, Burnet Green. Is that the? If I remember. Yep, that's the Glitterdelf Signet. Nice. All right. Hold on, we just found the Glitterdelf Signet. Let's swap out for one of these. This is actually the most of the Glitterdelf set I've ever owned. We now have 3 of them. Going rampage. Have found a warlock robe. We will check out the Glitterdelf stuff later. But now we officially do have our own ranged fighter, which is good, but It's not actual range ranger, it's usually. He's just constantly getting stunned. It's just not fair. I think we're getting to that point where just the double snipe is just... It just makes us breeze through all the elites. Which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. It does ease up this challenge a little bit. You know what? With that in mind, I do want the lap dragon. But I'll do it like this. If I see that it is still nothing like really challenging by the time we hit Act 2, I'll drop the lap dragon and see where we go from there. I think that will be perfectly fine. Now, if it turns out that we did need that lap dragon after Act, once we hit Act 2, right? But we'll see. We'll see where we stand. Because right now, I don't really think we need it. And we would have to invest into it, just like we did with Flare. You know what? Let's not do the lap dragon. Let's send it home. I don't think we are going to actually need it. This brick actually is up here. There's no enemies here. It's just loot. So we might as well grab the loot. As much as I would like the lap dragon, I don't think it's gonna be necessary at all. I'm starting to think that. We will do this just for the loot, because there's that big old chest here. There is a possibility it just doesn't give us anything. I just thought of that. That is a very big possibility. It doesn't give us anything. It gave us some stuff. Not the stuff it's carrying. It's actually pretty funny that we can actually go into this area without the need for the quest. Because if I remember correctly, in the in Mercenary, you can't actually access this area without the quest given to you, if I remember correctly. Oh, look, we can just straight up grab it. Either that, or I just have never noticed the brick over there. That's actually something I could test out for a different one, if I don't actually use it. How much did we have? 12,000. We're melting through that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need the lap dragon. If we do, it'll be because we don't have enough resistance, I want to say. Because if I remember correctly, it does the same resistances as Spirit Embrace, but I think it does it better. But I could be wrong about that. We are just cruising through like no tomorrow. And if I remember correctly, I do believe if once we get the another piece of the Jewels of Nexus, it just straight up out damages a lot of the other stuff that we could be doing. So let's keep that in mind. Oh wait, why are we... Go off the drummer, because the drummer will straight up make it impossible to kill the other two. There was a time when I did that cutscene played, and one of the I think it was the elite drummer respawned on me, and he immediately resurrected another one of the elites, and I was just like, no, you can't be doing this to me. Yeah, so as you can see, we didn't even level to get close to leveling up from clearing this space. So we are going to start seeing enemies on par to our level, finally. A lot more than normal. Right, take the teleporter, go back to Irulan. If I remember correctly, this took us like 2 or 3 episodes just to get up to this point, and here we are already up to this point. So there's probably not much of a challenge that we are going to deal with in the early part of Veteran. Later on, it'll be a lot harder.
It's you. How then the
Yes, it's still me. Bye-bye.
That won't then you the exit, but both destined.
Nope.
I understand.
Sorry, Tar. Would love to have you, but no. Lofar, why are you being so slow? Well, it's probably because he's under the pressure of so much armor. I think this Lofar has more armor than my other Lofars. Also, let's go see what bonuses he gets with the other piece of Glitter. It's more armor? What? Oh, because the +1 to that, +10 strength, +8, +30 to critical hit damage, and +25 healing effectiveness. That's a 3 out of 4. But this just really boosts his damage by a whopping 11 points. But this boosts his armor by 1 point. You know what? Let's keep the Glitter Delve on him for now. That +2 to Tremor and +2 to Soul of Strength. That's pretty okay. We'll put the point into this next. Oh no, we already did put a point into that. Right. So we need to put points into this. Okay. Let's go over here, check to see if we can't find another prismatic bauble. That's actually going to be one of our biggest goals to try to get, is another prismatic bauble. Whether it be from enemy dropping it or from us buying it. That will be one of our bigger goals. Actually, does this actually? The Glitter Delve does lower our defense by 2 points, but that's fine. I'm actually gonna pick that up just in case. Sell all of this. You won't be needing Black Dragon, so that's gonna be for sure. Alright, talk to you.
Greetings, friend.
We have you. This isn't really helpful much. How do you see these books? And none of them are good. Let's go check with the armor shop.
My metallurg.
We can now pick this up for Sartan. Does lower his damage, but that's fine because now he has much more defense, which means he shouldn't die as much. That's plus 44. We have this, it's just plus 45 and plus 20 is strength. This is plus 44. This is 37, but it gives 2 to Chant of Stone and Solar Protection. So I think that's better for now. Oh, plus also you can't even wear its melee 50. Which he will be able to reach soon. Alright. Let's see. Can he actually start finally wheeling this one? This one's 43. No, because he's at 39. Alright, we'll put this away here, and this one's 41, so we will equip that first. He now has 72 death magic resist. That's really good for everything. Our fire res could be a lot better on some of our characters. Mainly mine. Fire res is pretty decent on him. Okay, let's move forward. We have nothing better to do. We're on our way to get 2 more skill points. We do have the item, so I might as well complete this quest up here. Just for the gold, I guess. Yeah, because we are down to 480,000. We are actually losing a lot of money.
Ah, knife.
And we're gonna ignore the Grimoire as well. It's kind of funny how Broken World was giving us way more money than the base game. Well, that's probably because in Broken World we didn't really have much to... We weren't really
Safe
finding
travel.
much to upgrade with. Lofar, get your ass on the elevator. So we're just gonna deal more 2 over here, like normal. I think it's also because Broken World just jam-packed it with the maps with elites as much as they could. Alright. Sir, you need to stop running. This is where having a
I want to thank you for asking.
is a great thing. Okay. I'm just gonna wait for him to stop moving. And start attacking. There we go. Now you're dead. So, Broken World definitely has more money gains because of the elite. Because every elite drops around, I think, like 2,000 to 3,000 gold. And normally on longer way, we'll like run to like 10, 12 of them. Versus base game, which doesn't have many elites at all. And because we were running into a lot of elites in Broken World, we were also getting a bunch more items to sell. I'm pretty sure we're gonna start making more money once we hit that point where we're not really buying stuff from shops at all. Like we are already kind of at that point where we're not really buying stuff from shops. We should start making back money. Once we get that last book, the last big amount for magic item find for Lothar, we should be pretty set with finding items that will constantly upgrade us and sustain us better. So with that in mind, I think this might be like the last few times we ever buy items. Because you'll have plus 360 magic item find, which is already, I think it's like 4 times the magic item find. It'll drastically boost our chance of finding magic items, which should increase our chance of finding better uniques and set items. Like the Fire King set, which I really would like to have this time around, because I am doing two-handers, and the Fire King set is really good for two-handers. It is better than the Frost Time. Okay, stop teleporting. Okay, he has like only has 1,000. Stop running. Okay, go on rampage. Go on. Where are you? And he's still gonna run. Okay, cool. Let them take care of it. I'm not chasing you down. Okay, so he died over there when he was in mid teleport. That's fine. Rhinox have 6,000 HP, which is not much compared to the 12,000 that we saw before. And all these stuns that we are doing is just brutalizing every enemy that we come across. Hey, they're yellow. And they don't put up much of a fight. Well, we are finally running into more yellows. It's just that the yellows aren't doing much. There's a Volt just casually sitting there with 12,000 HP. If we run into a Volt Elite, that could potentially be a problem. Well, no, not really. It wouldn't be a big problem. It's just that they just take us forever. That long, but Chain Boots. Okay, that's melee. Alright, we know this is melee, but it is garbage. Polemark's bow, cool. closer. Let's resort our loot. I'm at that point where I will be selling health potions again because I'm not seeing much damage being dealt to us. We are barely even taking any amount of damage. Just it should help out with Sartan's damage a little bit. We are not getting much loot though. If I remember correctly, the best places for loot will literally come in with the final act, Act 2 in Snowbrook Haven, as well as the Act 1 Moonstone Fortress. Pretty much a lot of the fortress areas are where we're gonna find a lot of loot and make a lot of money. Alright, 12,000. It's not like the decaying ones which are resistant to melee. Which does bring in a very big problem that I think we might run into with the highest of these. And that is we can potentially run into these. Yeah. Become melee. With the cannon bolts. I'm not 100% sure. But we are actually going to probably go back to our ways of actually just doing everything to get as much loot as possible. I'm pretty sure that the Haku just have a very low drop rate of items. Or we were just a bit spoiled with Broken World. We were just a bit spoiled with Broken World. $1,000 HP ain't really much at all to us now. Saw you, drummer. Thought you could hide away. Did get a gold. That chest literally had nothing. We are just in, I guess, cruising mode, I guess, because we are just cruising through everything. I don't know what the last piece to the glitter dove set is, but I hope we find it soon. You gosh darn it, drummer. Did not want that shaman back up. I'm gonna go to rampage. I'll take care of these archers. Sorry, get stunned, get stunned. That. We're gonna keep up the other powers. Actually, wait, we don't need to worry about mysterious creatures. Yeah, no, we don't really need to care about the mysterious creature. If we do want to care about, I'm not picking up those small potions. They're literally worth pennies. But I can keep selling. up to the point where we can utilize it for the book. Okay, we're gonna actually just ignore that teleportation. We're not gonna teleport anywhere for right now. We are going to kill the Morden guard. Here. Even the Growl Mage doesn't really last long. So we are going to go into that one hop to the one with that leads up to the portal for the Dire Wolf. Just because there is a bunch of chests over there that we can open up. Okay. Let's go and rampage from now on, because there's nothing really that terrifies us. We can easily solo 3,000 HP. That is something. We're not really caring much about anything right now. This is going much smoother than my ranger build. I decided to go for kind of a solo run with just a ranger. Well, no, it wasn't really solo. It was me as a elf ranger, no, dryad ranger, blood assassin, and having Ressa as well as Lothar as the tank. We were not really clearing enemies out like no tomorrow, even on veteran. Seeing that we are clearing enemies like this, going out of style, it means that we are doing enough damage. Well, more than enough damage. Let's be honest. But seeing the stark difference is that we are breezing through the base game like no tomorrow. And we on veteran. And that's pretty good, but also at the same time it's like there's no challenge. And I think that will become a problem later. I have a strong feeling we'll get our challenge later on when we go up against some of the harder bosses like Talon, because Talon just we got stuck with Talon spamming fire attacks. I know he has melee attacks, but he just refused and just kept on spamming fire. So I have a feeling that we might get stuck with Talon spamming Fireball again. And if that does happen, that's fine, because that will give us more of a challenge. We'll have to constantly kite his attacks. But right now, we're not really doing much of anything for kiting. We're, to be honest, really set in stone with what we have here. Yeah. Even Lothar is actually doing incredibly well with his level ups for his melee. Even though he is behind me and Sartan on melee, it does not matter because he is a Fist of Stone. That's pretty useless for us. Now I am going to go into here and open the chest with the Vigilant Helm, just because there is a chance that there's another set item and whatnot that could spawn in there, because it does give out not just the Vigilant Helm, it also gives out random other loot. But stop running, sir. Or ma'am. We won't be doing the we will do the mysterious quest. We'll end off the base game with it again. Go straight to the elite and do that, and pick up what we got here, and then open this, and no, we didn't get it. But you did see that it did drop a magic item. That magic item can always have a chance of being a set or unique. So we could have gotten lucky. I wish we did get lucky. We do know there's a chest over this way, so we will go quickly grab that chest. But we will bother with Amarin later. Again, we will do Amarin's quest line once we have the final mushroom. So that's gonna wait all the way up till Act 3 to do that. Okay, you dropped an amulet. I think that might be the Oracle amulet. Not the amulet. Oh, it's called Iron? Hold on. Bloody vengeance. Really? That's not even remotely useful. Getting close to a level up, which is good. And we are now running into more yellows. This is what we wanted to see. And it's probably going to become the new norm. I'm hoping. I know the enemy density isn't the best right now, which is also a bit of a blessing. No, that is a really good blessing that the monster density isn't too high, but at the same time, it's kind of bad. It is a blessing because that means we're not going to be constantly running into a lot of enemies, which means we won't level up as fast, which helps me mitigate being over leveled, which isn't a bad thing, being over leveled, but it does mean that they don't deal as much damage to me.
Help me, young one.
Yeah. He'll help you. 1000 HP. That's nothing to laugh at, but no matter what we've been doing. We went for Volt with 12,000. Let's go and grab all of this. Alright, let's talk to the
You have
sage.
my thanks. No,
Well,
maybe
the
that play.
over
Ah, you
mage. Since we now know the truth about who he really is, and I can actually finally
The way
say
is
who
now
he
clear.
really is. Yeah, no, we don't trust the over mage. I wish there was an option to actually attack him there because you're on the next difficulty up, but they don't allow that. So it goes into alacrity. We are putting into Chant of Stone, so that way we can get this up. So this will give us, yeah, it just straight up gives us plus 16 in strength and plus 12, which will also boost how much we get from our Chant of Stone. So we'll get even more defense out of it. We are already at 552 armor. That is a big amount. Bunch more Bracken. Such a good. Well, it didn't kill as many as I thought it was going to. But that's fine. Holy crap! 2 set pieces in one go. One of them's a full plate. Hold up, what's the full plate? Oh. Orphal's Courage. Boring. And then the Savior's Trial. Really? I was hoping for something a lot better. Jeez, ruined my expectations there, huh? Actually, how full are you? You are working on your 3rd page. Nice. So let's quickly go and do this. Get this quest part done.
You and father, stranger is friend of Rod.
Yes. Will give me a reward for killing the Haku usurper. Portal. And let's get to doing it. We'll check the. Actually, you know what? We might as well check the shop. See if we can get that prismatic bauble. You have it, man.
Welcome to Bernard's Odds.
Bernard, have it, please. And he does not have the prismatic shard. Bauble. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, Bernard. Come on, man. Help me out. Thought we were pals. Alright, here we are, back in West Jungle. We're gonna go take care of the Haku usurper. So that way we can get rewards not just from the dryads, but from the regular Haku. I do believe the usurper actually might give us some problems. Well, I hope he does, because so far it's been a breeze on veteran. Just go for it. He only has 30,000 AC. That's a pretty penny amount, but I don't think it's going to be a problem with it being on that. We're not really taking much damage, and he is getting stunned. Yeah, no, he wasn't much of a problem at all. And I was actually hoping him to be actually a lot harder to deal with. Unique curve bow, that is useless. As per usual, we will go back to the waypoint instead of making a portal. This is so we can take the portal that I made back to the Haku to get our other rewards. I actually forgot to loot this. Alright, let's get to it. We also can actually sell a lot of our loot now. I don't think it was long enough for Bernard to change up his shop, but we can still check. Just gonna throw everything onto Flare here. And yep, let's go check Bernard's shop, just in case. You never know. Does he have the? I don't think he changed his shop. No, he did not. Okay. So we'll just sell what we have on him to him, and then we will know his shop has changed when we don't see all these tabs open. How much did we make? We are back up to 590,000. That's a pretty penny amount. Alright. We are making the money. I went the wrong way instead of the Great Hall, but that's fine. Because Irulan has it where all these platforms are connected by elevators. And we would have had to take 2 elevators anyways to get to the Great Hall.
Good to see you again.
Oh, wrong person.
You have returned. Please
Yes.
watch. See into.
Your daughter was right. Next time, listen to her. And there we go. We get another second free skill point. And we are close to leveling up to get another skill point. We are going to put... Actually, we're going to just level this up. I think we need to get this to level 6. Yes, we do. So we have this at 2 right now. Alright, you more alacrity, so that way you can attack faster, so that way we can get more stuns off. Also, with more attacks, we build back up our power more, so we can use our powers more often the more we hit. And then combine that with the last ability that we can pick up, Fierce Renewal. We'll get back our powers even faster. So we will be able to add up. We won't really be spamming our powers, but our powers will come back quick enough that we will be able to use them in more quick successions. Let's hope that the Haku Priest gives us another 1D Jewels of Nexus. Hyperbat or Fire Kings or Glitterdell. Those are the 3 sets I'm actually hoping for.
Usurper gone now.
And he doesn't give us a single set. Gosh darn it. Screw you guys. Hopefully you guys give me something better next difficulty. Doesn't even boost intelligence, just does +1 in nature. That's not even that great. I mean, +1 in nature magic is good if you're doing nature build mages only. But you can just find better stuff. Alright, we're just gonna go rampage on these because they don't have much HP. 3,000 does sound like a lot of HP, but we are dealing upwards to the 300s with crit stealing, nearly 400 damage. Oh, we didn't pick up the boots over here. Yeah, we are dealing nearly 400 damage on our normal attacks. So that will mean with a crit, we can deal up towards, I think it's like 500 or 600 damage. Maybe 700. I think there's a way to check this. Critical damage is 200%, so that's triple the damage. So if we're doing nearly 400, let's just highball that. That means we're doing 12. We should be doing 1,200 on a crit. I want to say that. It's either 1,200 or it's just 800. Let's put more into Alacrity. Because we also have this. So I'm not exactly fully sure. Right, more into this, that makes him tankier. So now he has 564 armor. So Lofar essentially at this point, I don't think will ever go down. Rampage, kill the mages. There we go. Clear all those out. Sartan, you will get another put into Alacrity. We're here, get the loot. Yeah, we are much farther than we have gotten in a single episode for the mercenary difficulty. Now, that doesn't mean that veteran is easier. It just means that we have really good gear and whatnot, and we are doing efficient builds. Sartan got wrecked by that freaking Fasat, I think it was called again. You, sir, go after me. Thank you. Always go after mages. They are not fun. Alright. I think I am going to leave it off here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. I do stream daily. And I will see you guys in the next episode.